Hello guys. Today I'm going to talk about like how to debug in VS Code, and essentially this is the IDE, right? As you know. And previously I didn't really use this tool at all, but nowadays I realized like how important it is like to utilize it, this debugger. And yeah, the project itself, it's a Node.js project, and I'm using Express API server. So yeah, essentially let's jump into that. So first of all, I would like to say that front end it's React.js, backend it's the actual project that I already mentioned, Node.js with Express API. So keep on going. Okay, first of all, this is the front end, right? So let's switch to backend. So over here in this project, you can see this icon. So if you click on this icon, um, so essentially you need to create a configuration, launch configuration for your debugger. So click here, Node.js. See, like you can see already, it's a default option or default template that was created. So I'm going to remove it because I already have my own, which is I already previously created. So I'm just going to copy and paste it. So I'm going to use this configuration. So the idea of this configuration, I'm using NodeDemon library. The idea of this library is, so essentially, if you run Node application and you make any like changes, you don't need to restart the server. You just have to save it, and NodeDemon, this library itself, is going to restart the server itself automatically, which is pretty awesome. So, and essentially in this case, what I'm going to say, I'm going like based on this configuration, when I start the actual debugger, first of all, it's going to start now the server itself, and then the debugger will start. So yeah, that's how it is. Cool. So let's save it. Let's select this configuration. So you can see like I have like two configurations, and in configurations array we actually defining as many as possible configurations for debugger. So I'm going to choose this one. Yep. Cool. So now let's start debugger. So we can see like debugger was attached and the actual server is still starting. So now server is running. So now I need to start or to launch or to start front end project. npms, which is standard for npm start. And hopefully it's going to start. So before that, I also would like to say over here in the code, define the breakpoint. So essentially when I refresh the page that I will show you, it's going to hit this route. Sorry, let's not here. Let's place it somewhere else, like here, I guess. Because it's definitely going to hit this route, I know that. All right, front end already launched. Okay, if we refresh it, so, and you can see it's hit this point, breakpoint, and essentially now like we're running the actual debugger, and you can see all this request response. You can analyze everything, and also like the actual sanitized user object that they're receiving at the moment is identified. So essentially, that's all the information that we need. I mean, you don't. That's the actual debugger mode, which is really pretty cool. You don't need to use all this console log, which we usually use. And over here, when you hover over request or public and so on, you can see like all the information that you really sometimes need to trace. So, and over here also you can see all the breakpoints that were set up. So yeah, pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask or like or subscribe. Yeah, from this point, I will try to publish at least a video a day. That's my goal, and I'm going to talk about really specific tools, about like specific thing that would be really helpful in case of everyday development. For instance, like this video I'm showing you, like that we need this debugger, and it can really save a lot of time. It can be a time saver, and that's why I decided to show you how to do that. Thank you very much, guys, for your attention, and please subscribe.